Agatha's marketing strategy explained.
In the last session we saw what Agatha needs to do to improve her business. She was confused and did not know what to do. She calls up her friend Rishi for help. Season 1, Episode 2, Agatha's Obsession. The Agatha experiment is a case study. This is an example of how you need to approach your business, and to understand first what you need to do and how you can apply various methods of data science, digital marketing and customer life cycle and value management. Happy learning.
In the last session, you would have seen about what Agatha needs to do to transform from conventional marketing to digital marketing. So, basis her requirements, Rishi first decides to make a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is nothing but a combination of strength, what are the business strengths that she has, and the weakness, what could really impact her growth, and what are the opportunities where she can tap into and leverage and make more from her customers or business, and threats, what can really jeopardize her business. This SWOT analysis is fundamental, and it is very important to do a SWOT analysis before you start your strategy. Rishi has made a SWOT analysis on Agatha's strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. We recommend you go through this slide for the next 5 minutes, understand what he has jotted down, and basis which we can proceed with the training. After doing the SWOT analysis, Rishi further explains to Agatha that she just cannot start doing digital marketing straight away, but rather she needs to focus on 3 key elements of business. The first element is the end customer. What is the target segment that she is looking at? And second, what are they interested in? And third, how you are going to speak to them or how you are going to interact with them. Fourth, how you are going to deliver your services to the customer. And second, what do you have to deliver to the customer? That is your portfolio of products and services. Do they really satisfy? Yes or no? And third, how is she going to bridge the gap, or what is going to act as a bridge between her bakery and the customers? For example, does she have insight about her customers and she knows what to sell and to whom, etc. Rishi alludes Agatha to ask certain business questions. What are you trying to achieve first? Are you putting full use of your infrastructure? Did you think of expanding your business? Are you sure you will achieve your objectives by just running a campaign? What is your plan to manage competition? And most important, how do you plan to innovate? Certain questions, Agatha started hearing it for the first time. Now, let us together help Agatha formulate a business strategy and help her know how she can approach segmenting her customers and also go about her business. Let's get ready. But before, why don't you jot down answers to the list of questions which is related to your business on what you would like to achieve, and basis which we can go ahead with this training. Please move ahead only after you have done so. Thank you. Great. We are sure and confident you all are ready with your business questions. Now, Rishi recommends Agatha that they would be developing their business strategy using data science. For those of you who have already went through our marketing bites on data science, please proceed. Others, we recommend you pause this video for a moment and then continue. With data science, we will be able to understand what the customer really is expecting based on the data points that we have collected. So as a first part, we are going to look at what are the tools that we are going to use from data science, and second, how we collect data and how we process it, how we are making insights, and based on the insights, how we take business decisions, and next, automation, algorithms, and cloud-based solutions. Agatha was in crossroads. So, what are the key steps to building the data science modeling and business intelligence? So, now if we need to help Agatha, there are certain things which she needs to start doing it first. What is a unique identifier? What is competition mapping? What is sales data? What is product and service wise revenue? And what is customer market share and revenue market share? She was so confused. Don't worry, we have got you covered. We'll be seeing what it is in the next following slides. Rishi was surprised. Even though Agatha was successful in her business, she did not collect any information about her customers. And she was only having those data in papers and some leaflets which he had sent some time back. So he explains to Agatha, Agatha, we will need to collect 3 months of data which is completely computerized and is available for us to analyze. If we are not having any data and we just run campaigns, we might fail as well. So this is what I suggest. So first we will do data collection, and second we will understand what are the required fields, and third we will process the data that we have collected, and fourth plan on campaigns. We recommend you spend a few more minutes in trying to understand this slide. This basically defines what are the steps involved in running a campaign. First is data collection, and second is what are the required fields that you need to take from the data, and third, what is the model that you are going to run and derive insights, and fourth, based on the insights, what are the campaigns you can plan to run. Before we start any activity, it is important to have a business projection and our understanding of the business. So this will help us to plan and also invest what is really required. For example, for Agatha's coffee shop, we have done a basic data collection method on what are the possible KPIs or key performance indicators that we will be requiring to capture. So for example, if you take it here, one is the walk-ins, what is the number of walk-ins expected per day, and cumulatively what is it for a month and what is it for a year. And then these window shoppers, people who come into the shop, whether they do a purchase or they don't do a purchase. And if a person is making a purchase, whether he is consuming only one product or multiple products. Next, you see these peak seasons where there could be a lot of orders or people coming in groups and multiple products consumed by them, and etc. We recommend you please go through this simple projection sheet to understand how you can project for your own business. Now that you have seen what are the key components of what we are going to capture, we will need to now ruminate and think, how are we going to identify which customer has come in on what day and how many unique customers are coming in. For example, when you look at the walk-ins as 138, how many of them had come back twice or thrice, or in a month, how many times they had come, or for a year, how many times they are repetitively coming in, and what we can make from them. This can be achieved by something called a unique identifier. A unique identifier is nothing but a identifier that is unique to the particular customer. The example can be a mobile number, Aadhaar card, or a national ID, or a passport number, etc. These are not duplicated and are unique to the individual. So we will be looking at having a unique identifier captured for each customer to develop segments and also the persona of the customer. We hope now you understand what a unique identifier means and the importance of capturing customers' data at an individual level. Okay, before we dive into the details, we would like to give you a small exercise which will help you prepare for our next session. So this is basically based on information search and analysis skills. For a marketer to be successful, he needs to evolve continuously make research, learn new technologies, and also understand how he can apply those technologies into his line of business. So, with this in mind, we would like to first brush you up and make you strong with fundamentals before we proceed further. So, first is for Agatha to be clear and how she can develop her data science model. First, she needs to choose the software. What is the type of software she needs to choose to capture all these data? And second, basis the load of data that she expects. What is the type of hardware she needs to have? And third, she just cannot be running around with the name coffee shop or Agatha's coffee shop or patisserie or bakery. How is she going to reinvent herself or reinvent her coffee shop with a new name? And fourth, marketing. So how is she going to market after getting all the ammunitions in place? We hope you will do this exercise over the next 1 or 2 weeks and be ready with your own strategy. It's okay, even it can be small, it can be large, or it can be amazing, or it can be just poor, but just make it and be ready with it. The most important part of marketing is starting, trial and error. So see you soon for our next session on information search and analysis skills and how we are going to build the data science model. Happy learning.